every one of you here today, and every Jamaican and every Caribbean individual, particularly those of us who are black and belong to the African race. I'm speaking about reparation. It is my intention to show you why reparation is important for us. By defining reparation and by examining aspects of our history and present conditions. Firstly, we must define reparation and then give you a brief history of the Jamaican and Caribbean reparation movements. We will then examine what reparation could be like for Jamaica and the Caribbean by looking at CARICOM's 10-point plan for reparatory justice. I have brochures here for the audience, and I asked a member of the team to give out some brochures so you can look at the 10-point plan of that CARICOM developed, and we summarized at the office. So, adults, what is reparation? Reparation is the payment for harm, loss, or damage that has been caused to a person, a group of people, or an organization. Essentially, reparation is an act of justice that aims to repair injury that was caused by an injustice. In Jamaica and the Caribbean, reparation is about payment for the following. 1. Indigenous genocide of the original peoples of the Caribbean. Some of you may learn about them as the Harawaks in school, which was really the language of the Taínos. So the first thing that reparation is due to us for is for the native genocide, the almost extermination of the Taínos, the Caribs, and the Mayan, and other peoples, the original peoples of the Caribbean. I'm sure you would have heard about the Taínos at school or on TV and JS lectures and so forth. The second thing is the transatlantic slave trade and the chattel enslavement of African people on plantations in Jamaica and the Caribbean for hundreds of years. So reparation is due to us for the years of chattel enslavement, and I want for us to really get these terms proper. Enslavement, because it was forced on our ancestors. Our ancestors never at any point accepted the position of slaves. So a lot of people refer to our people as slaves. They are not slaves, they are enslaved. Because we have more than ample evidence that shows that from the very moment of criminal departure from the shores of Africa, they had to restrain our ancestors with chains and shackles, or else they will fling themselves over the ships. That is a sign to show that they never accepted the position. They never wanted to be in captivity because it was criminal. And so from that very moment, our ancestors never accepted that position of slaves. They were enslaved through the military might of the Europeans who went to Africa and captured Africans and brought them across on ships and sold them in the Americas on auction systems. Like the waterfront downtown was one place where they sold our African ancestors. Where they had auction here when they came off the ships and they threw some water on them and then they ordered them down to ensure that they look good for the planters who wanted to buy labor, because that was what it came down to, labor. They wanted labor for the sugar plantations. The next thing that they owe Caribbean people reparations for is the deceptive Asian indentureship. And some of you would have learned about the indentureship system in schools, where the Chinese and the Indians in particular came to Jamaica after emancipation to work on plantations. It was a very deceptive scheme. Given the time constraints, we will only look at the examples from the transatlantic slave trade and chattel enslavement of Africans and the brutal colonial period as the fundamental reasons for reparation. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, my dear friends, young people here today, mothers and fathers, I'm more saying mothers, not so much fathers. I hope a few men who are here are fathers. Reparation is about understanding that a crime was committed against African people by capturing our ancestors in Africa and transporting them through the Middle Passage to be enslaved on plantations for hundreds of long, brutal, bloody years in the Caribbean and the Americas. I think it is very important for us as a people to know our Caribbean history and recognize that the acts of transatlantic slave trade and chattel enslavement of our ancestors on sugar and coffee plantations in particular for 400 years was a criminal act. These are significant moments in our history that we must never forget.